Hello, Nomad Nation. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about rejection. We talk a lot about successes in our businesses, but there's very few people who are willing to go back and look at the painful moments in their businesses. And to talk about that, I'm really, really grateful to Annette, who has been sharing in this week's episode her journey to growing her portable business. So, Annette, thank you so much for being here. And could you tell us more about who you are?
All right, thanks, Amel. My name is Annette Van Der Feltz. I'm the owner, I'm a coach facilitator of Dutch American Connection. I help Dutch companies, entrepreneurs, and expats who expand their business to the United States. I help them understand the cultural differences between doing business in the Netherlands and doing business in the United States and turn these differences into advantages.
Wow, I love the way you're so clear with how you explain what you do. I love it and so much value. And
Thank
we
you.
talked in this episode about your journey of how you got to do what you do today. A year ago, you had a completely different business and you completely pivoted. So we talk about your great successes and how you got there, but also love that you shared with us a lot of the journeys of the hurdles and how you managed to manage some of the fears and the disappointments. So Nomad Nation want to learn more about those that I know you will resonate with. I highly recommend you to tune in. But for the sake of this conversation here, could you tell us what is the one among all those lessons? What is the one biggest lesson that you've learned, not from your successes, but from the disappointment you got along the way?
Um, well, one of the biggest lessons learned is that you learn a lot from your disappointments if you allow yourself to learn from it.
Mm.
Um, if you allow yourself to step back and look at what just happened and take a good hard look at what just happened, and what why things didn't go the way they went. The first thing is, well, how did you think it would go, and how did it go, and why was there that discrepancy? um, and not taking it personally is maybe not the right way of saying, but just because it went wrong doesn't mean that you are a failure. It's just things went wrong, and it's very important to separate that from your whole being. Like, sometimes in life things go wrong, and these are excellent opportunities to learn. So to look from the outside in and see what went wrong, but also to look at what went right, what went well, and then learn your lessons. What am I going to do different next time? What happened, and how can I avoid this from happening again? And one thing I found is that the mind has a way of forgetting the painful details and embellishing what happened. So it's also very important to write down what was so painful. Be very honest with yourself, and just write down what happened, and write down what were the good things, and write down what you learned from it. So the next time you're in a situation, you can go back and you can read what happened, and you can read the lessons you learned, and you can read your thoughts about making sure this doesn't happen again, and turning it into something better.
So inspiring, Annette. And I love that you've been very generous with giving us some specific events that you shared with us. And one of them is just so unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
Nomad Nation, if you want to learn and find maybe some ways for you as well to deal with rejection and disappointments that happen along the way, please tune into Annette's great story. You'll find the link above or below this video, or simply go to tandemnomads.com/254. Thank you, Annette. It's been so amazing to watch you grow, but also to have you on the show and share your inspiring journey. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you for this opportunity, ML. It's
My
my
pleasure.
pleasure.
My pleasure. So, Nomad Nation, see you there and stay tuned to turn your challenges into great opportunities.